Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play BioShock 2. In the previous episode we got to Fontaine Futuristics, or rather we started exploring it.
Each new tyrant ventured here in search of conquest, Delta. Fontaine, Ryan, and now you. But every aspiring Caesar must learn to fear the knives of his fellows. Ask yourself, what does Sinclair stand to gain in guiding you here?
That is actually hilarious. Alexander. That's kind of ironic. Come on. Yeah. I go this way. There we are. What could this be? Careful Hacker 2. What do I want to get rid of? I'll get rid of Cure All, I think. Right, what could this be about?
Our hope was to bond a little sister to a single protector, so she had to be expendable in case of error. As we were fabricating a father bond, we couldn't really afford to have the girl's parents asking around. So, Fontaine's orphanages provided, and the procedure was an unprecedented success. If I had only known who the child was, Eleanor, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so what's this got? Oh! That's a nice novelty, I suppose. Let's chuck the cat at this. That is, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Adam Delta. One little jab in the arm, and even a hopeless underperformer can be employee of the month. Oh, you should know. Look around. Is any of this familiar? The Rapture consumer is indebted to you, my boy. We ironed kink after kink out of our domestic plasmid line on you right here. Well, let's see if you're staying competitive. Step on up and take the spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, Fontaine Futuristics invites you to shed your skepticism, evolve your expectations, and dissolve your doubt as we unveil the revolutionary power of our home defense plasmid series. May I have a volunteer from the audience? Come now, don't be shy. How about you, sir? No, he's positively rigid. Yuma, at the back. Oh, come on down. Let's give it a hand, folks.
You heartless brute! How dare!
Only a single volunteer? Oh, come now, gentlemen. She'll be awfully nervous up here all alone.
Oh boy. Did I repair you?
A round of applause, please, for Subject Delta and the power of plasmids. Oh dear, Subject Delta. It looks like you've upstaged a fellow demonstrator, and he's here to steal the show. What will Delta do now, folks?
Oh crap, I should run this.
Still a winner, Delta. The tour was never the same without you. And to think you were so spliced you couldn't stand when we stuffed you into that getup. The Fontaine family retirement plan suits you to a T, my boy.
I just want to check something with regards to the research. Increased ammo carrying capacity. That's a neat little thing. Yes.
Insubordination! Severance package cancelled. Benefits rescinded.
Right, let's just ooh. Gone up by not too much, but still plenty. That's good enough for me. The only one that hasn't gone up is the drill fuel, by the looks of it. But that's not really a problem.
Agnes Day.
There we go.
Hello again. I must assume by now that you're willing to help end my life. In exchange, I have prepared a friendly security escort for you. Now, there's a switch in here which will allow you access to the real laboratories where what's left of me awaits you. Please, use it.
Okay. Right. I'm going to get drill fuel efficiency. I suspect this is probably going to be the most useful thing. Oh boy. Need to move. Need to move. Okay. This is really ominous. Oh god, shot in the head.
As I recall from my time doing business with the owners, that oxyfill station out there's just a front for a kinda hidden passage leading down below. If Lamb's hiding Eleanor from you, that's where she'll be.
That rock especially looks particularly unusual. Okay. Let's go. Oh boy, it's dark again. What? Hypnotic polyp.
I'm afraid the lights in here sting my eyes terribly now. Until you arrive to deal with me, they will remain off. Please, locate the breakers and flip them, and then return here to restore power.
Right. Now we're going to go on a little hacking spree. In the meantime, Fontaine Futuristics is probably my favourite area in the game. Chiefly for this bit. Because, good lord, is quite creepy.
Dr. Alexander has agreed to accept both measures of the new Utopian project. He will become a kind of genetic chimera, host to all the minds of Rapture, accessing their talents and memories via the Adam we have gathered. And deriving in part from Project WYK, I have developed a new set of behavioral constraints. Dr. Alexander will live to promote the common good. His love and loyalty shall be spread evenly across the entire human race. For me, that is discipline at great personal cost. For him, at last, it will be instinct.
Where'd it go? Right. I'm going to start actually activating the circuit breakers.
Sophia believes the perfect human altruist is just a formula, waiting on us to solve for X. Intelligence and consciousness are not the same, she argued. Awareness of self naturally becomes obsession with it. So, if we could suppress my sense of self, but imbue me with the cognitive capacity to serve the common welfare, we could thereby generate the first utopian. And then, Sophia said, at long last, utopia would follow.
Okay. Right. Let's activate the mains.
Sophia and I knew that to create the first true utopian would come at a high cost, my friend. We needed someone to be host to all that Adam, Rapture's finest minds. A willing subject, that is to say, myself. Whatever you may have seen inside the tank, that was indeed me. I fear the fate of Eleanor Lamb will be less physical, but no less grotesque.
This tank for deep-sea life is the ideal way to dispose of me. But first, you must retrieve enough adamant-fused plant life to lure me out. The slugs feed on the stuff, and it's all I seem to want now. I have left a sample here, so you know what to look for.
Okay.
I see you out there, Delta. You want to be top man? You want to sit in the big chair? Well, come and take it.
Can do.
Well, listen, son, those override keys you've been hunting are genetically encoded. And to get to Eleanor, you're gonna need one from Alex the Great in there. First things first, we gotta pin him down, find those plants he mentioned, and lure him back out.
Yeah. Right. Holding cells? No, not yet. We'll cover this first. The pacification chamber. That was a weird effect. Right, let's add this.
Well, that's the end of the Alpha series. The pair bond simply worked too well. That madwoman Tannenbaum bit the company hand, turning some of the bonded sisters human again. Others were lost to splices. Either way, the trauma proved too much for the bonded protectors, resulting in unreasoning rage or coma. We can harness their suicidal aggression as foot soldiers, but no more, I'm afraid. Today I saw one kneeling near a gatherer's garden and crying.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try and pull some shady shit. Leave articles of clothing in bins. Okay. There we go. Oh. What? There we go. Now that we've used plant. Let's move on.
We can't have you running around the laboratories in your condition.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Prep time, please.
Poor things. What a life. Marching around playing daddy until some splicer manages to kill off their sister. And then if the coma doesn't take them, they turn maniac. Nothing left to do but scream. No offense intended, son. We better get you to Eleanor on the double.
Yeah.
Your body begins to tear itself apart. The compulsion to find Eleanor will drive you to madness or coma. You have no claim on her. Your design was among Rapture's greatest sins. And yet, you persist. Why?
Because you see, I like trying. There we go. We'll adopt you. Did I really just buy that? What am I doing? Oh boy. We're good.
We found it! I just remember Mommy. Who is that?
Like I said before, dead. Ooh, elemental storm. Storing gene bank now. I'm going to quickly buy a gene tonic slot and slot that in.
Don't let him get me too!
Hurry up!
Daddy, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Always safe with Daddy.
Wait, what? I'm just hearing things. Maybe I am just hearing things. Right. Let's gather this atom. Waiting for you to appear. Oh, wait, never mind. We've already finished the research on it, haven't we? Oh god, this is too fun. Right. Why would cameras be much of an issue for me? Let's return you home. Right. That. Let's look at Winter Blast 3.
Deep freeze enemies quickly. Charge up to shower foes with a devastating ice storm.
Thumbs up. Oh, I'm getting this. I'm going to drop Easy Hack. The hell was that? Holding cells. Right. We'll go into the holding cells next episode, so I'm going to end the episode off here. Next time, we'll be exploring the holding cells and hopefully finishing off this crazy madness. City.